Welcome back to Factorio Megabase-In-A-Book. My name is Nilaus and we are nearing the end, or at least the end of my objectives that I set long ago. Sort of in my own mind, I always had like 10,000 signs per minute is the goal for any aspiring megabase builder. I mean, you get to 1,000 signs per minute and you say, this is now a megabase. But you also know that, yeah, it would be cool if we could get it just a little bit further. So I want to make this sure that this episode, which is the last one before I go on vacation, and then I'll see what we can come up with. That means in the comment section below, I would like you to provide inputs on what should we do as we achieve 10,000 signs per minute. And I already know that the comment that will be most will be double it. That's probably not going to happen. But if there's some things that you'd like to see that we need to sort of been maybe skipping over or I haven't really paid attention to that we should be doing in order to sort of progress the base. Before we set up the new science facility, which we are ready to do, because that's kind of the only thing, I want to just talk a bit about some of the stuff that I added. And in the last couple of episodes, or basically before I want to scale up to 10,000 signs per minute, I want to make sure that we have enough materials. So I don't want to see any warnings here. So I have built a few little locations here. I have built this location. This is a copper location, copper number 11, copper number 10, and copper number 9 have been built. Also, that means there's a bit of copper down south, which should help a lot. Then we also saw plastic issues, so I also took the liberty of adding yet another plastic build. This is still just coming online, so as I completed the build on this, I thought, you know what, that is a good time to start hitting the record because now we're ready to go. I've been looking a bit on particularly the plastic issues, and I'll just try to illustrate why I think we still have some plastic shortcomings once in a while. Let's have a look at our here, and yeah, okay, plastic. I have now a plus 13. I'm providing 13 plastic to the network. That means I have 13 plastic trains standing idly by, ready to go out. That's a lot. And we have 11 plus. This one has actually until recently been dipping into the negative, but then suddenly it now spikes up quite significantly. It actually looks like there's only one demand, right? Really? Yeah, there's only 3 demands that are unfulfilled. Okay. One of the things I noticed about the unfulfilled demand for plastic is over here. So a stop like this, it will drop below, I don't know what it'll drop below. It'll drop at 72,000 minus the 32. So when it drops below 40,000 in here, then it will request another train. But then a plastic train comes in. First of all, there is a long lead time, or from the time that this dips below 40,000, it will send the notification, I need plastic train. Then, first of all, the distance from the plastic locations is pretty far, so there will be some travel time. Once it then gets into the location, can I find it again? Just find any, we'll do this so I can actually see what it is. Any location here. This one is now active, so this is probably a better location. Then right now, this will send a notification here. 1, into network, there is a demand. Actually, this demand is fulfilled. First of all, it's not in any risk of running out. We still have 35,000. But there's also, you can see here, a train already coming in. But even then, when the train comes in, please come in now, train. Please get in here. Okay. When the train comes in, it'll come here while I'm rambling away. You can see that there are only 2 inserters from the train, and that means it's going to unload slowly. Here comes the train. So now we see that it comes in, and then we actually see that it unloads pretty damn slow. And I did that because I need the space here and I didn't really need it. But what it means is that it is still sending a notification. I'm still demanding, even though it is happy. It is happy. You should not be sending any notifications here. It is only when this goes above 40,000 that it will stop sending the demand. While at this point, it is pretty obviously quite healthy and good and already has a train. But yet it's still sending, I have a demand. That means a lot of the demand for particularly plastic, because it's unloading so slowly, not for copper, because copper is generally unloading pretty fast. For example, I'm going to have to show you here, unloading pretty fast. But here, the plastic is unloading pretty slow. And that means only now will this stop sending edit demand. That means there is a lot of fake demand for plastic particularly. That means plastic is more likely to give or show that it's an error than it actually is an error. Right, so that's covered that part. We just want to look at this part here. There are no warnings. That's good. I should have an everything okay warning, basically saying are there no warnings, then show it the everything okay warning. Of course. Now, in order for us to scale up, we have marked out 2 locations. Each one of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, is meticulously designed to be consuming exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1,250 signs per minute. So if you want to scale up from 7,500, as we have now, 7,500, technically 7,600, rounding up is always better than rounding down, then I am going to need to add 2 more. Also, let's look at power. 2 million. I said I wanted 2 million. And that's looking good here. There's plenty of leeway, also including when things power up as well. Yeah, that's a big blob. So all I need to do now is take this thing here, place it, and make sure that I delete this and delete this. Then I will also need to do, if we look at this carefully, there are 800. Huh? 800? 800? Okay. So I need to actually bring a lot of robots there. Yeah, that's probably not going to be so easy. And how would I do that? How would I do that? I need to make sure that I don't have so much junk in my inventory. Well, that's easier said than done. I'm not going to be building anything, so let's just clean out some of this. I'm not going to be building this part, so also just get this down to 400 at least. I certainly don't need pipes either, so let's get that to 100. And I probably don't need this much, so there we go. That should give us a lot more leeway to get here. So how much do I need? I can't do 1600, but I can do 800, right? 800 should be enough. 800 on the way. Perfect. How much does that take? I can do 1600 then. There. Yeah, I should have room for that, right? This is 16 tiles, so I have 16 tiles left. Yep. Unfortunately, not happening. Not happening just now. But I do have a way to do that. I can also just steal here, because that's what we do. That's what we do. We can just run around like idiots here and steal whatever we have in this location, because I know that this will have enough and it'll just get all the stuff back again. Where are we at? We are at 1300. 1600. Perfect. That goes out. And let's actually just make sure that it is 1600 and nothing more. There we go. Right, so that is enough for us to go out, and I will be hitching a ride on my train, obviously. Don't run me over. And I will be going to this location, and I will then start sending in my spidertron. They have been fully kitted out with all the stuff they need. One thing we have to consider is I have 2 trains for each of these. They are consuming at exactly the same speed. Is 2 trains enough? Maybe not to start up with, but generally I think it is, because it's... okay, hold on. We can do the calculation. Each of these consume 23 point... Oh, no. Don't, definitely not cut it. Here. Oh, I think it's even easier than this. Because it's pretty obvious that if I'm producing 1250 per minute, then that's 20 per second. And each one is 32,000 on a train divided by 20.83. That means every 1500 seconds I need another train. Okay, I don't need more trains than that. That's pretty certain. Oh, we did that again, didn't we? We did that again, where we forgot all of those massive improvements we need to do. Yep, that seems to be a thing. Well, I'm gonna let you go, and I will be putting in here, here, and 1, 2. Right, that's now 800 in this location. I will be going down to the next one and putting the 800 in, and then I'll be going back for an absolute insane amount of these locations here. Build that next here. All right, so now I also have 1800 at this, or 800 at this location. I think that I'll be spending my time, and I'll have the spidertrons build all of this, but I can spend my time going back for an obscene amount of all the other things. Let's see, what are we also missing? We're probably missing a lot of other things as well. So, let's see. This build, I'll just do this way because it's much easier to see. I need about 800 blue and 400 purple. Okay. 800 blue and about 400 of these. And I need 150 of that. Anything else we needed that we don't have? I think I have everything else. Maybe the noisemakers. Maybe the noisemakers is another thing that we want. Oops. Do I already request those? Yes, I do, and I already have them. Okay. So I can head back and grab those while the spidertrons are building the rest of it. Cool. Go back. And I'll control the spidertrons. They are already happy. So all I need to do is just go back and come back here for the last bits. Alright, we have arrived again with reinforcements, both for me and for the spidertrons. The spidertrons will be taking care of all the stuff down here. And then I'll be taking care of the remaining part, primarily in terms of all of these. Yep, should have brought enough. I hope so. And all of this will still be missing a lot of the requester chests. Yes. And now we are not missing anything, and then we'll do the ghost busting as usual. It's always a good idea. If you think you built something, you do a little bit of ghost busting, and just to confirm whether that's true or not. And I have 800 in this location, and I should also have 800 at the other location. Confirm, yes please. All right, we are ready to go. So all I need to do is now fire this up, and that's done with this and with this. And I will send you up here, and then I will happily send my builder train home, because I want to stand here and watch as it comes in. Now, we have a myriad of warnings because everything will now be requesting here. We should be looking at our science as we do this. Science. We'll just look at it on a 10-minute cycle because that's pretty good. This is where they're built. And we will just hopefully slowly see that it'll be coming online. But we do need to have everything in here, all the different ones in here before we get it working. Ah, there we go. That's the first one. And it's the purple science that comes in first. Welcome, purple science, to your new home. Make sure that we spread that out. And up here we have purple science again. Interesting. And military science that we're probably not going to use, but we just now want to make sure that the military science warning is disappearing. So that's just a good start for that. And the blue science is coming in. Looking good. We love this part. Love this part. Love the part. This is the best part about Factorio. Like when you build a design and then you hook it up and then just see that the whole thing is flowing. Oh, we have a yellow one coming in here. The space science will probably be the ones furthest away. Oh, actually, let me just check. What about green and red? Green and red, they do have 2 each. Yeah, okay, there's a bit of congestion in the network. That's not super surprising. Let's just check here. Yeah, there are correct signaling in this network, but we can see 1, 2, 3, 4 trains are coming in. And we're getting something, but not until we have the red and green. Also remember the red and green is all the way up. Where is it? There. Red and green. So that takes a while to go back and forth from this. That's why they are the last ones to come in. Oh, I think we might be actually in a position where this one will start working. Will you start working? Yeah, soon. We need blue here. Oh, blue hasn't come into this location yet. Ah, All right, maybe here. Are you missing green? There will be something missing for each of them. And all of this still needs to be exited or sort of moved over to the storage boxes. And there comes the green. So this will now be working. I can see we have everything here. And we don't have the blue at this point. I just want to make sure that we do have blue, right? You're waiting and you're heading. Okay. I think the problem here is that they actually sent in 2 blue trucks. No, actually they only sent in 1. Interesting. Why did the blue not have 2 trains ready to go? This is heading to... I think that they were held up with 1 behind and 1 here. Or maybe they were feeding some of the other ones. So that means the blue signs will be very slow to pick up or to build at this moment. Let's see. Is one of the locations online now? Looks like it is. It's slowly increasing. That is glorious. On a 1 minute cycle, we can still see it's sneaking up towards the 9K at least. But until we have blue into here, nothing will really happen. And in the meantime, we'll just spend the time on cleaning this up and moving them from the active providers to the storage chest over here and get them ready for the next loads coming in. And let me see, what do we have? Yeah, we do have blue and we do have military. Military is something we can easily ignore, but blue was the one that we did already have that known issue. Now we do have lots and lots of blue available, but it's the loading time that actually comes in. Maybe that's actually a bigger issue than I think. Like, how is that going to be a problem for all of them? I mean, the fact that I have... For red and green, I only have 2 locations since they do 5,400 each. But for everything else, I will have 4 locations building, but only 2 trains. I'm definitely not having 4 trains, but 3. I think that would help. For example, here, this one is completely idle. And obviously, I should have been taking this one because it has more. I would rather have this one active than draining this one down to nothing. Eventually, it'll be using all of it. But I really don't like the lead time it takes here, because there could be another one lighting up with blue before that. And then it's just going to be really difficult to get it online. There's only 1 train loading blue. Where's the other blue train? Oh, it's coming. Oh, it's coming in here. Yeah, but that's another problem, right? No, that's actually exactly what we wanted. Right? Now this is exactly what we didn't want. You never got any blue. And now I got a second load of blue up here. Second load of blue. Yeah, it's gonna take a bit of time before it starts evening out. What do we think? 1 more train? I think 1 more train is... Well, they should be working. Alright, you know what? We're gonna be sending out some more trains. I think that's a very reasonable thing to do. Okay, I also definitely don't want to get all of that in here. Wow, I completely missed how much I needed. Yeah. Actually, just 50. And 50. And 50 of these. There. And I will now head on home and start sending in some trains to this location. That'll have to be these kind of trains, but shortened. All right, here we have some extra trains that we can send out. Let's have a look at what we want to send them out for. We want to send them out to... that should be correct. Let's start with the blue one here. Let's get a blue train. Blue train. Off you go. And then we need a yellow... any other train. Here, purple train. Do we have any purple trains loading? Yes. Here, let's get the purple train. Off we go. Then get a yellow train. Yellow train there. That's the one. And then the white train. It feels weird to call it white science. It's just space science. It's just also more correct. And I can't find any loader for the space science anywhere. How come? There, 1, 2, 3. Where's the last one? Here's the last one. Huh. Go. That's different because it should not be a full train load. All right, let's have a look again as we're going here. Science, 10 minutes. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We are up to 10k science. Glorious. If we just have a short enough cycle, 10k science. Glorious. We will then, it'll then take a bit of time for this to start getting online. And once that gets online, we can see that the whole thing's working. I want to make sure that we get to at least having a 10-minute cycle of 10k science. Of course, we're going to need way more than that, but I also expect that once we've now built it, it'll take some time to sort of get all of the production scaled up and then see if there are anything that's just not able to keep up. A few KPIs here. 1,152 trains, 1,560 stations, and someone actually asked for all-time production stats for everything. I think 1,000 hour looks better than here. Yeah, so it's always here. 745 million green circuits. I think that's the one that's most interesting. It's always like, how many green circuits did you build? Yep, that's a lot. Yeah, that's a decent amount, I think. And how about something like these are not actually very much being produced. What about the robots? Wouldn't that be a construction robot? 26,000. That's not actually much. And 20,000 logistics bots. Not much. So robots are definitely not something I've been building a lot of in this case. Here we now have, I was about to say we'd have problems, but why do we... There's just nothing going on, but that's because it actually had enough. And now another train comes in, and then there's a flurry activity, but it's still working at full speed. It was working at full speed, right? Otherwise there should be warnings, right? Let's have a look. Oh, I can't look at the warnings because that's too far away. I'm also only having 2 trains of red and green. Maybe that's a problem. It's probably a problem. Let's make sure that we get 2 more. So we have even amounts of all trains. You're going to be built here. That goes out. That's the red. And then the green as well. And the green. Yeah. Definitely not for military science. I have no ambitions of scaling military science up to 10k. There is no point in doing that. Let's go to our dashboard as well, just to have a look at what the situation is like. These 2 are non-functional, so that's fine. Blue circuits, looking good, +5. Red circuits, okay, +32. Green circuits, +22. +30 copper, so that looks like that's stable. +14 plastic is also good. And yeah, everything looks very, very healthy also here. I know it's only a short while, but if I let it run, then we can always come back, and in the future episodes, we will start seeing if there are any issues that will crop up, like train congestion could be a thing. It could be, I don't know. It could be a lot of things. The fact that we can actually run at more than 40 FPS UPS is a testament of 3 things. First and foremost, the absolute insane optimization by Voop for Factorio. That's the one thing that Factorio does better than anything else by a long shot. Scale, scale, scale. So amazing that they can do this. Like, the amount of calculation that's going on is mind-boggling, and it's just chugging along here at 41 updates per second. That was the biggest factor. The second one is the fact that this base has been designed to be using heavily or relying on trains, and using direct insertion, full belts, all of those kind of things, and not having a million robots. All those things are scaled up so that they are efficient. They're not the extreme case of efficiency, but they are quite efficient. And the third thing is that, yeah, I have a pretty good PC to run this on. So that's also a thing. Also remember that this is frames while I'm recording. That's please, yes, I am recording. And that would not be, that's not the case. Like if I'm not recording, I get a few extra frames as well. So that's something. We have, everything is just working. I mean, what more is there to say? Except thank you everyone for supporting the series. I don't intend this to be the final episode of this series, but I'm going on vacation, so there won't be the next 3 episodes will not be there sort of scheduled. So that's Sunday, Wednesday, and Sunday again will not be there because I'm on vacation. And from then on, we will come back. Oh, that's interesting. Someone forgot to do this. Ha! I moved this, but I forgot to hook it up. Yes, so big thanks to everyone who's following along. I can't believe the views I'm getting on a series that is 90 episodes in length. That is, yeah, that's pretty crazy. So thank you everyone for following along. Luckily, if you want more factory games, then I have Satisfactory, I have Captain of Industry, all going strong both on Twitch and on YouTube. If you're only interested in Factorio, well, yell at the good people at Voop to give us the DLC so we can get some new exciting stuff here. For me, I have no plans of starting a new save of a new playthrough of something like that before the DLC comes. I think I'd want to sort of take a bit of a break from Factorio so that I can be really engaged and excited when it comes back. And I think that makes perfect sense. We still have some things to do in this space, especially if things start breaking. And also do some base tours and that kind of thing. And I have some small extra ideas for master classes, that kind of thing. So definitely there will be more Factorio, but not a new series. No Angels, Space Exploration, Panadons, Castorio, whatever you're suggesting. I don't have that interest in that right now. I'd rather sort of put it on the shelf, take it back when there's brand new DLC coming, and be excited about that. I don't know when, so don't ask. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you everyone for supporting on Patreon. I'll be continuing to give you a lot of good content, so I hope that you still want to support the work I do here with your likes, comments, subscription, engagement in Twitch chat, in Discord, and of course particularly on Patreon. Thank you everyone. Until next time, take care, have a great summer, and don't necessarily stay effective during your summer breaks.